What do you know about, I guess, defending RPOs and kind of how difficult is that as a defensive player?
Yeah, I mean, anytime they have a two-way go is huge. I think for us, it's just trying to maximize leverage and where you're at on the field and trying to take away two things at once. And so alignments for this week is going to be huge, and then also just eye discipline because, like you said, they do have those RPOs where if the run game's not there, he can pull it and throw it to a receiver. And so, them having such a talented receiver group, it's gonna be a big challenge for us, but we're excited.
When you look at the other side of the ball on your own team, what do you think it is about Skyler and Kleiman and Messingham that have made them such a good match?
I think a lot of things go into it. I would say that they're just a very positive group of people. So they're all hungry. They're all hungry to win. They're all in it for the team aspect. And I think that just they do a great job of sharing the ball with a lot of different types of people. And so as a defense, when you see that many people getting the ball, it's very hard to key in on one guy. And so I think they've done a great job at keeping defenses on their heels, and maybe they're kind of trying to figure out where the ball is going to go next because they do have the capability to give it to so many different types of players.
Do you think Skyler specifically is kind of coming into his own right now?
Absolutely. Yeah, he has a ton of confidence. He's a great leader for us, and he's definitely taken off. I think that the team rallies behind him, and he's just growing and growing every single week, it seems like.
What do you think you guys did do best on defense last week when you reviewed everything?
Forcing them to kick field goals. Oklahoma isn't the type of team to kick that many field goals, and I think that being able to get them in the red zone and still hold them is something that they weren't used to, and that definitely helped us win the game.
KU ranks third in the Big 12 in 50-yard pass completions this season. When you look at them, what do you see that makes them such a threat down the field?
They do a really good job of keeping speed in the slot, and so making them, I guess, just they have the tendency to always have big plays. And so anytime you have guys in the slot that have that much space to run and to wiggle around, it creates a lot of problems for a defense. And so we're just going to have to do a good job of making sure that we know where their best playmakers are at all times and keeping our eyes on them.
The last time you guys faced Stanley in 2017, he threw for 415 against K-State. What made him an effective passer, and what do you see in him now?
I think then he just rose up to the rivalry, and playing against him, I think he's not the type of player where the game's going to be too big for him. I think that he has a lot of confidence, and especially now coming off a win against Texas Tech. So what I see from him now on film is just he sees the field very well, and he's able to scramble and make plays. I think he's a very accurate thrower too, and he has a lot of good guys to throw the ball to. So you combine that with a running back that's doing really good. It keeps the defense having to guess what's next. So we're just going to have to do a really good job this week in preparing for him.
And you talk about his confidence. How confident is this defense right now?
Yeah, I mean, we went against the best team in the Big 12, so anytime you knock off a team like OU, it gives you all the confidence in the world going forward, but confidence doesn't mean much if you don't prepare for it. So we're going to prepare this week just like we did last week against OU. We know the KU is a great team, and so we're going to have to prepare if we want to win this game.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I feel like this is one of the bigger Sunflower Showdowns you've been a part of, considering that KU is on the rise.
Absolutely. KU's, there's no doubt that this is the best team that I've faced from a Kansas team while I've been here at K-State. And, I think that, between a new coaching staff there, a new coaching staff here, us both coming off wins, there's going to be a different feeling to the game, and the atmosphere there, I'm sure they'll have more fans than they normally do. So I'm excited for it. I think we're all excited for it, and this is why you play the game, playing games like this.
What would it mean for you personally to get this one? Last one and everything like that.
Well, to be able to say I'm undefeated against KU, that's something that I want to be able to say. Being a Kansas kid, I've seen both sides of the fan bases, and so I never want to have to hear the trash talking from KU fans. But more than anything, I'm not going to put too much pressure, on us for this week. It's another game. Every game in the Big 12 isn't guaranteed, so we're going to have to prepare this week just like any other because we know KU is a great team.